This content is brought to you by BEC Financial Technologies, developing and operating IT for Danish banks.
Hello, my name is Alicja Korzeniewska-Biernat, as you can see, and today I'm going to talk a little bit to you about self-promotion because, well, everyone wants to showcase themselves as much as they can, in as positive way as they can. So I think that, now we started a little bit about why is it even important. I think that I speak at behalf of most of us, that we were told that you have to be humble and you have to be a good little girl, to be polite, because not everyone likes bragging and so on. And I really hate this phrase, but let the work speak for itself. No, it does not. The report on the desk isn't going to walk over to your boss and say, well, look at me, I'm such a good job. Yes, so this is what it happens. It just goes unnoticed, and it's really important to talk about it. Two most popular ways that we have to showcase ourselves, it's usually a job interview, or either you go for a raise, promotion, you want to get some projects or anything else. And usually we think that the recruiter or our manager is our sparring partner. No, we're not. I am a tech lead in a company and I want my people to succeed. I have the budget for the raises. I have the possibility to give you any project that you want. You just have to help me you have to help me help you. And about the job interviews, also, the recruiter saw your CV. They read through it. They chose you already and they interviewed you, at least initially. You just have to show us that you really think what you wrote there, that you do have the experience, you do have the possibilities, the languages, anything like that. And it's not bragging at all, to be honest. And if you think that the work is going to speak for itself, unfortunately, the data speaks for itself that it does not. As you can see, this little teeny tiny piece of pie right there, it's the job that we do. This is how much they see us. That 30% is about how we express ourselves. So is it a positive way? Is it a negative way? However we speak about it. And this 60 big piece of stuff is the exposure, is that we just speak about it, either on the coffee break or at the conference or anything like that. You have to show it. And even if you, for example, it's a popular one, at the meeting, you say some idea and someone steals it. They just say it louder. You also can get the narrative your way because you can say, any name, Ola. I said my idea in a meeting. Sorry for using the name. I said an idea in the meeting. Ola repeats it loud. Okay, thank you, Ola, for acknowledging it. I really hope you liked my idea. And let's proceed further. Okay, if I can give some more details about my idea, thank you for speaking about it. You can take the narrative your way still, no matter what happens. Okay, again, because how you speak about yourself, it's important, but usually what you need is that push to even speak about it, because again, you feel shy and everything like that. But according again to the data from Harvard, by the way, we as women usually rank ourselves 33% lower as a higher self-assessment, as a productivity, about the quality, everything like that, even if we have the same outcome as men. So if we do exactly the same work as your colleague from the job and you do not speak about it, the 33% vanishes just like that. And if you do not speak about it well, 90% of your work just goes out the window, like you wouldn't do it. I think it's better to focus more about what you do and about showcasing it, rather than just being silent and being kind to everyone. Yes, exactly. Reframing, because we also want to be nice and not brag about everything like that. And there is a slight difference between arrogance and professional. Slight, there is a huge one. Let me rephrase myself. And I didn't talk about myself for a while because I needed myself as an example. Because why am I here? Even why am I the one to speak about it? Maybe because I have multiple years of experience as a project manager, as a product owner. Right now I'm a tech team lead. I speak 5 languages also, and I have the papers to prove it. I have about 7 certifications in Scrum or Agile or everything like that. And everything I just said isn't bragging. It's just about professionalism because it's set in the context. We're all here as a professional women, mostly, but I can see a few men, as professionalists. So if I'm talking to you about my professional achievements, it's not arrogance, it's not bragging, it's putting myself where I deserve to be. If you did some big project at work, if you helped somebody at work, even if you went ahead and planned a work outgoing and integration, it's still in a context. So you can use it in work meetings. That still counts. In a company, big words, in a company that is you incorporated, there is one person in the marketing, it's you and you only. So if you do not speak about your achievements, I possibly cannot, it's not my best will to not use it. I cannot know about it. Just simply, it goes over my head. So please do talk about your managers, anything like that. Practical tools you can use tomorrow morning. You can do it as soon as you come through the door when you go back home. First of all, I strongly encourage you that you can, if you can get home today and open your work email, you put a little folder on your income that is either praise, smiley face, whatever you call it, that's fine. And you put there every single email that has some thank you note for your work. Thank you for helping me. Thank you that you were yesterday 2 hours later than usual. Thank you even for your work, that it's such a great quality. You put there everything you can. Call it praises also. Because later on, when you have to speak to everyone, to the manager, to next employer, everything, you have it there. You helped yourself. So you can just simply do not worry about your future next day meeting. You can go there, open it, and you have everything you need. Also, send those emails. If somebody helped you, you can send this email. Thank you for helping. Thank you for A, B, C, D, E, everything. Because also, when you send those emails saying that, hi everyone, my team just made this project that made us $10 million, I don't know, whatever. And thank you, Ola, for such an amazing job. Thank you, Kasia, for helping us. Thank you, Alice, for being the manager. If you get 5 of those emails a year from one single person, are you thinking about them bragging? Or, oh my God, this girl takes part in such many projects. What is going on? So yes, do send those emails and do save them for yourself, and just makes your life easier. Save every single positive feedback immediately. It helps so much. And be the star. This is a great opportunity to exercise it. It's a way to talk about your achievements so that everything knows set in the context. The star is first situation, what happened, because I cannot know about details. The team was experiencing noticeable delays here. There are going to be some big words here because, yeah, you need to set the task. What was having to be done? What was not only your responsibility, but you can say about others' responsibility. The action, what you did to save this problem or even help to solve it, and the results. Always the results, if you can, bring numbers because it makes just an impression. If you cannot, just say there were no delays. The customer sent a thank you note, for example, sent a thank you email. So yes, if you need any big phrases, I can show you here. You can also find them. Even Gemini helps a lot in this case, for example. And yes, you can say about it, about any single small thing. Because, for example, the context. Operational integrity was disrupted by a lack of single access credential for critical strategic specialists. It sounds like the hell was opening up. Everything was just pure chaos. Companies closing, outer and inner chaos. What was the task? To neutralize the risk by immediate intervention, immediately. And what I've done, as a proactive team member, it's a big one, proactive team member. And the second of all, extreme ownership, it's also getting popular. Swiftly acquired credential and forwarded it to a team member using secure and validated digital channels. It sounds like a lot. And what was the result? Immediate risk neutralization, avoiding latency. What this girl did. This girl sent a link to that meeting at 3. So yeah, did I say anything wrong? No, I said there was a risk. Teammate was looking for a link for a meeting. Maybe do not use it with your manager, but yes, do exercise on it because it's an everyday thing. People ask you for a link. People ask you, hey, haven't you finished your report? Anything like that. And you can set the tone. Yes, I made it and I sent you and I didn't have to do it, so I saved the day. Yeah, be the superhero if you can. There is a quite a well-known study, I think, about your posture. And one thing that you can do when no one is watching, not only the sending the emails, saving the emails, everything like that. Few of you, if you observed, you saw that I did it just before the presentation. Studies show that if you do stand, like wide stand, put your hands on your hips like that, yes, and you're the superhero like that, and you just stand like that for a couple of minutes, usually it's said about 5, it boosts your confidence because it raises your testosterone levels and it lowers your cortisol ones. And it speaks to your monkey brain, because we all have monkey brain still, that, okay, if she were like this, she's protecting her inner organs. Something is going on. If you're standing like this, nothing is happening, and you also look quite presentable, more presentable if I was speaking like this to you. Second of all, if you want to correct your posture, I know that 2 techniques to do this. First of all, you can imagine that you have a string on top of your head, and you pull the string, and automatically you put your head up, the shoulders go back, anything is, more, again, presentable. You can wear also heels to do this. It's quite a good way to do this, actually. And one that I'm not using, but people said to me that it's effective. You imagine that you're shooting lasers out of your nipples, and you try to kill everyone. I'm not using it, but it can be quite an imaginable one. But yeah, just show yourself in the way you want to be seen. Wear the nice clothes, wear the makeup, feel confident. It's a lot about that is seen by other people in the 60 and 30%, that you just feel great. Naomi just said, like, oh, girl, are you nervous? What are you feeling? And, yeah, I am. There are so many pretty girls here that all seem so professional. She said, no, you seem chill. Okay. Yes. I'm going to the last slide, to be honest, because I hope that if you go home today, to summarize, this week, you have an assignment, you have a homework to do. And I'm going to put my LinkedIn at the last slide. So please send me this homework. This week, I need you to every day write 3 things that you achieved this day. And one day it's going to be a promotion, and you went ahead and went to a spin class, and you exercised 2 days, and you ate slim, healthy, lean, whatever. And one day it's going to be, I didn't feel like it, but I got out of bed. I went to this job, even though it's dark and gloomy outside. So I need you this week to just say to yourself that you deserve it, to exercise that by your own, to the mirror, send it to me, send it to your, I don't know, note apps, anything you can. Bonus points if you make the STAR method work for this. If you're not, don't. Another exercise that is quite funny in my opinion is I need you to go home, or even here, you can do it, whatever you want, is to take up space. Because we are told, usually as women, to just, the knees are going to be together, just take up as much space as you want, as you need, but be small, be kind, be pretty, and so on. No, you are going to take up the space. You are going to swing those arms around. You are showing yourself and your body also that, yes, you deserve to be going this way and forwards and backwards on the stage. Yes, you are going to be showcasing that, yes, you are the hero and everything like this. And this may sound silly to you, and you may cringe inside for the first few times, but it really makes a difference to yourself. Yes, just take control about your narrative, about your career, your future. It's all yours to shape. So please do, and summarize what you have to do. Is, yes, it does matter. It matters more if you showcase what you did rather than you did more than you had to. Second of all, use the STAR method if you can. So situation, task, action, and result. And yeah, show it. Just show it physically. Even if you don't like it, you may put your brain somewhere else, close it for the night, fake it till you made it, or as Gen Z say, the Lulu is the Solulu. Whatever you wish, just make it work. And yeah, I wanted to keep it short and sweet because I know that you're all tired and you all want to get to the finger foods and the networking. So if you have any questions, I think that this is going to be this part. I don't know where Naomi is. I don't know if I should give you the mic, but yeah, I'm going to.
Actually, I was going to ask for Mike because I more so want to add something to this presentation. I'm going out of the top of my head, so I may make some mistakes in the collection, but one of the top universities which conduct studies made small observation actually about how much people talk during the lecture. You may recognize that typical stereotype is that women talk too much, men are silent. So university check how does this correlate with lecture. They counted the amount of minutes that men and women took to talk during the lecture, and then asked participants who talk the most during that experiment. And most people said it was women, because women talk too much. But actually, it was men that talked around 30% more than women. So if you ever hear that you talk too much, or that in general your gender talk too much, no, you don't. It's just what people think happens. Talk even more.
Great, thank you. Yes, exactly. If we have the stereotype that we talk too much, I hope that we talk as much to deserve it. Let me tell you that. Does anyone have any other question? Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's rather not a question. It's just to support your bullet point about superhero pose, that it really works like this. It's one of the techniques to be more confident. And I know that even I was shared with some techniques that before joining some meeting where you need to talk and to be host, for example, you just stand up before this meeting, you open your chest, open your shoulder blades, and first your body let's say, remembers this posture, and after that, right away, you become more confident. And you can even start with smiling, even though it will be artificial at the very beginning, but after that, you feel the smile, and you start to smile genuinely. So thank you for reminding that.
Thank you. Yes. One minus of the superhero pose is that be careful if you have the phone in your hands, you start to slouch. So you cannot have the phone in your hands. You have to look at the beautiful weather. Just outside the window, you can choose whatever you wish. You can talk about your weekend plans to your colleague, or to look at your presentation, for example, if you go to a conference. But yeah, just don't look at your phone then, or don't look anything.
Thank you very much. I have one question for you. Not all the time we are afraid, but sometimes when we have interview or something very important, we might get scared a little bit. So do you have any technique that we can use to solve this kind of problems?
Thank you for the question. I think that Rihanna said, that just fake it till you make it. And if you want, believe in you, the people won't. So one more technique that I've heard is you pick an item of clothing. It can be your glasses, earrings, anything like that. And you create this super confident person that is always wearing them. And when you put them on, you just transform it into this person, and you just role play into your own life, and it makes it more comfortable because at first you are acting like this. So you can put on the blouser, for example, and go out to the cafe and make them believe you are a serious businesswoman, and you just get so comfortable that it feels like you. You just create this new person, but it feels really good. Anyone? Yes, sure.
So I wanted to ask, there are some situation.
Be the superhero.
Okay, so can I come here? So there are some situations where mostly guys would just kind of show dominance to girls. So let's say they're having a debate, the guy would raise his voice or just yell at her, and it would kind of show that the guy is actually in the right, even if he's in the wrong. In situations like this, I experience it a lot, and I'm quite shy, so I can't raise my voice against him. So do you have any recommendations that I could do to show him that he's in the wrong?
Yes, thank you for the question. And you shouldn't raise your voice, so you're doing a great thing. First of all, there is a technique in Polish, technika zdartej płyty, so you just repeat what you said indefinitely. When he does settle down, you just repeat, yes, I said that XYZ. Yes, I said XYZ. And again and again and again. And at some point, he will just feel stupid. And if you want to choose violence, you can say, oh, I see that emotions are getting high up right now. We can calm down and get to this discussion later on. But if you want to choose violence, you can do it. Depends if you want to be shy or not. But yeah, the technique that you just repeat is usually, first of all, set to work. And you just cultural, more cultural. So thank you for the question.
I just remembered something that my colleague from university told us during one of our lectures. It was a representation about how to conduct yourself. And important tip that she had was that accessories have power. Things like if you have glasses, pointer, or even clipboard, those things make you look more professional. And thanks to that, people are more likely to trust you, follow your lead. Especially things that allow you to point to specific thing in presentation or kind of enhance your non-verbal communication, gestures, etc. Those things make great impact on how you are seen by your public. And also, if you want to choose even more violent option to someone who starts shouting at you to agree, so you can agree with them, you can say, you're not intimidating, you're just tall and loud.
Yes, this is also the part of the persona that if you have a pointer, if you have a mic, everything like that, you are this professional being in a professional setting and everything like that. So this is a great tip, actually. Yes. Do we have any other tips, questions, shares to? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jakub, and I wanted to summarize what I heard from you and from the previous prelegents. And I'm proud that you are trying to keep strong, to give advices to you. And I came here to hear about your perspectives, your difficulties, and I see that you don't have an easy life, but together you are strong, and I'm really proud of you. And just wanted to say that you are I know 10% in IT, because in IT when we think about IT, the most people there are men. But when we think about women programmers, we don't have idea what girls are and what women's. But now I see, and keep going. Just.
Yes, thank you for willing to hear from our perspective.
And now it's time for awards, special award for you.
Thank you. It's so pretty.
Big applause.